Final game of the league phase for the Chennai Super Kings and the Punjab Kings. Punjab Kings are virtually out of it unless some miraculous results go their way. Anyway, let's focus on Mayank Agarwal and Ambati Rayudu, two Indian batters who we think don't quite get the attention or the credit that they deserve. This is Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout. Ian Bishop and Gautam Gambhir with me. Let's start with the opener. All the focus tends to be on the other one, Gauti, which is KL Rahul, how he bats, what's his intent. Mayank Agarwal has been their standout batter, you'd think, or most consistent batter over the last couple of seasons.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. In fact, the strike rate which he's batted at as well very important because on the other at the other end there was KL Rahul, who did score a lot of runs, who've been scoring consistently. But then sometimes you need to play at a better strike rate as well. But he's taken a lot of pressure off KL Rahul, so probably most of the runs what he scored, I think he should give credit to Mayank Agarwal as well because he's the one who's been an aggressor, and at the same time he's been very selfless. When you're selfless, when you keep team above yourself, and that is why I always believe that Mayank Agarwal is probably the player for Punjab Kings.
I wonder if the management would think like that after this season, Vish. It looks like IPL is a funny thing, right? If they have to retain one Indian player, it's got to be KL Rahul, the superstar, the captain choice. But on performance, are you tempted to say Mayank Agarwal deserves the retention too?
If you could do both, it would be ideal, to be quite honest with you, because they both synergize so well. I mean, look, Mayank is obviously batting at a better tempo, and we'd like to see KL, maybe if he could adopt that, but certainly they feed off each other. And as a pair, I think the energy they bring is something that Punjab Kings relish.
If you could retain one, Gauti, Rahul or Mayank,
Uh,
who would you retain?
You keep asking me tough questions. Enough, aren't you have enough of that? And you've got all the answers. Mayank Agarwal. I know it's a big call. I know
Yeah,
it's a
all
big
right.
call, and it's a
Yeah.
massive call. I know it's a massive call. I know it's very tough, probably right on the edge. But I probably will go with Mayank Agarwal. I'm not a fan, but I'm a big admirer of KL Rahul. I've always felt that
Hmm.
I've always put him above Shikhar Dhawan in T20 format. But if I have to be absolutely ruthless and if I have to take a decision without keeping emotions, probably Mayank Agarwal because he's batted at a better tempo and at the same time he's been much more selfless as compared to any other one in the team.
Vish, feel like being ruthless?
no, I don't feel like being ruthless. For the sake of difference, I'll go with KL Rahul. He gives you volume. And of course, we're splitting hairs. Come on, we're splitting hairs.
All right, fine.
Um, Captain and all of that.
Okay, I should have asked you first then. Anyway, that was from Mayank Agarwal. Now, what about Ambati Rayudu? What's been Ambati Rayudu's impact for CSK? Vish in a middle order that seems to be short of runs. It looks like they've needed these little cameos from Rayudu. They were on the wrong side of the result last time, but he looks like the only Indian batter around Dhoni, around Raina, who actually showing some form.
Yeah, pure batter, because you look at what Jadeja brings, and Jadeja really should be getting more opportunities in that setup with the bat anyway. Yeah, Raido's scoring at a pace. He's been on that super striker leaderboard or of the season for several times. So he's giving you pace. He can score tough runs for you, and I'm sure if he gets the opportunity, he'll give you volume. So he can be a match changer for you the way he's batting.
The way they've lost these last couple of games, these last few games, got do you think the use of their batters in the middle order could be important come the playoffs? How would you like them to go about it?
Look, for me, I think when you talk about Ambati Raidu, he's the player for CSK. And the reason, he's the only one who's batted at all the numbers. When he opened the batting, when they needed an opener alongside Shane Watson, he delivered for them as an opener. Then he batted at number 4, he batted at number 5, he's batted at all the positions. Probably he should have got the fixed number as well. You would have got much more results. And probably now the middle order is so vulnerable. Now he's contributing in the middle order. So when you've got such a versatile player who can bat at any number and at the same time can deliver it for you year after year. Yes, because we keep talking about Suresh Raina, we keep talking about MS Dhoni, we keep talking about Faf du Plessis and Dwayne Bravo and Ravindra Jadeja because all these guys are probably part of the international squad and stuff. Ambati Raidu doesn't play any more international cricket and he hasn't played enough international cricket to be that big name. But for me, I think he's the player for CSK for the last 3 or 4 years since he's joined CSK. So absolutely deserves all the credit, all the recognition, which unfortunately you do not get in India because we are obsessed with big names.
Yeah, well, he's 35, so he's young in that CSK side. Let's see how he goes in the last few games of the tournament. Thank you very much, Ian Bishop and Gautam Gambhir. This was our focus on Mayank Agarwal and Ambati Rayudu ahead of the final league game for Chennai and Punjab on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricket 2020 Timeout.
We call it people technology.